What is up, guys? I'm Uriel Soto, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an e-commerce website on WordPress using Elementor. Now let me go ahead and show you the website that you will be building. Let me shrink my cam here. And this is just a organic sort of healthy website. Whatever you want it to be, you can just customize it, change it up. And I'll be showing you guys how to do that in this video. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and let's just begin. I'm gonna assume that you've already set up your hosting and that you've already installed WordPress. Now, if you don't know how to do that, you can just search up on YouTube. There are so many videos that show you how to do that. And then once you've installed WordPress and logged in, head over to your dashboard. And then head over to plugins, click on add new, and then we're gonna want to just search for Astra, and then you're gonna see here starter templates from Astra. So we're just gonna go ahead and click install, and then click activate. And then now we're gonna go ahead and head over to appearance and head over to starter templates. And then since I already did install this before, usually whenever you click on starter templates, it's going to ask you to click on either Elementor or Beaver Builder. You're going to want to click on Elementor. And if you're not sure how the Elementor logo looks like, I will show you right now after installing this template here. So actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me just go ahead and show you how Elementor, how the logo looks like, if you're not really sure about that. So, oops, I completely spelled that wrong. Oh, well, that doesn't work. Let's just go ahead and type it out. Okay, so it looks like this. So basically, just click on Elementor, and then after that, you're gonna go ahead and see these templates here. So the template that we're gonna go with is organic store. Now there are other ones that you can use as well. This one is more of a generic one. It's very simple. And then there's a few more, but some of these are on their pro package that you do need to purchase. But since we are doing this for free, we're gonna go ahead and actually choose our organic store. Click on import complete site. I did previously install this, so I'm gonna go ahead and click import. I'm gonna pause this and just I'll be back right when it installs. Okay, so now that this has installed, we're just gonna view the site and see that it has installed properly. Okay, so it looks like everything has installed properly. Now the first thing that we're gonna want to do is go ahead and delete these products and then add our new products. And then after that, we'll go ahead and edit the home page, and I'll show you how to edit each page as well. So let's go into products. And then let's copy this. Actually, let's copy this title here, because I'm gonna need that for to show you how to add a product. You know what? I'm gonna actually leave this product here just so that I can use that same name. So what you would do is just go ahead and move to trash and then click apply. Okay. Now we're gonna head over to WooCommerce, which is basically the plugin that's letting us sell products through our website. So you can go ahead and fill this out, add your address, and then you can also add your country and all that stuff, and then you can sell by specific country. You can also ship to specific country. So let's say you wanted to just sell by specific country, you could put United States. If you wanted to do that as well, You can also do the same thing. You can ship to all countries or ship to specific countries.
as well. Okay. And if you do want to enable taxes, you can also enable taxes as well. If you want to enable coupons, which you always want to enable coupons, it's very useful if you want to give people certain percentages off their purchase, just an incentive to go and buy something from your website. So we're gonna leave that checked, and then you can also choose your currency. So mine is United States, and it's already set to United States. So once you have that set up there, you're just gonna click Save Changes. You go ahead and move this over here, and then this is just if you want to set up your shop on a different shop page. These parts aren't really that important. I will have a video on setting up your shipping as well, and also you can search up, there are many videos that you can even search up on how to set up your payments, and same thing with shipping as well. But if you did want me to go over those, I can go over those in a different video as well. And these are just pretty self-explanatory settings here. I usually just leave it as is. And these are just your emails as well. And you can also change up your email base color to just go with your website. Since mine's green, I'm just gonna do I can just do green here. So, and then we can just save our changes. And then usually it's gonna pull the address that you made your website with, and it's also gonna just pull your website name. So, and just any integration's not really that important either. And this part is just letting you know where certain, like where your cart is. It's on your cart page or your checkout. Just helps you select the page that you want to have for those specific pages. So if you did want to add a terms and condition, you can just go ahead and create a page and then create the terms and condition and just set it up. And then that's basically just a summary of that real quick. So you're gonna head over to your products, and then we're gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna click add new, and you can just go ahead and click this, but I'm gonna just open another window just so then I can look at this product as well and just copy the content that's in there. So first thing you're gonna need to do is add a title to this. So just go ahead and type in your title. Go ahead and add a price. You can do $190. You can also have a sell price. So if you did want to have a sell price, let's say the regular price is $200 and the sell price is going to be $150. Sell price obviously has to be lower than the regular price. Let's go into this product here and let's grab their description as well. So, and this is just random lore mix and text. So let's grab this in here and let's just paste that in here. And this is just basically information about your product. If you did want to add bullet points, you can just go ahead and start adding some bullet points just by clicking the bullet points. If you did want to add a number, maybe you want to add a title to this part, right? You can just type in a title here and then make that bold there. Maybe make the text a little bit bigger. You can start to do the same here. Oops. Maybe add a title as well. Make this bold here. And then just add some content there and go ahead and set that up. And now the second part that you want to do is add a short description. This is basically the description that's going to show up on. This could either show up on the actual shop before people click on the product to go to the product page. It's just a short description of the product. So yeah, I'm just gonna, it's the same one. So I'm just gonna paste that in here. Inventory, you are able to add a SKU, which is very important. If you do want to track your products, you can also manage a stock as well from there as well. You can manage your shipping and add your weight and your dimensions. That will really help you out whenever you're doing the shipping. You can also add upsells if you wanted to as well. And then these parts, I noticed these parts some people don't go through. They're pretty important to me, honestly. Let's say you have a product where you're selling multiple sizes, or you have a product where you're selling multiple colors. Mainly the most one that everyone usually does as an example is a t-shirt. So let's go ahead and actually set up a variable product. So if you did want to do a simple one, basically you just set up simple, add a product image, and we're just going to use what we already have. So I'm just going to grab this one here and have that as a product image, and then let me scroll down and actually add a product gallery if we wanted to set up multiple ones. So you can just let's go and add that one, and let's add another one there, let's add another one there, and then we can set up a gallery there. And then you are able to have certain categories for your products. So let's say you're doing one category is t-shirts, other category could be tank tops, or sweaters, whatever that may be. So for this one, I'm just gonna do t-shirts. I know this is not a t-shirt, but it's fine. And then you would just go ahead and click publish. And then let's go ahead and view it on our site here. And then you'll probably see that one product here. So it turns out that that our products that we're supposed to show here aren't really showing up. Only one of them was showing up, and I'm sure you guys are having the same issue as well. And I mean, that's just what tends to happen sometimes when you're using these free templates. Some things don't tend to work that well, but luckily I do have a solution. So what you're gonna need to do is go ahead over to your backend, and then go into plugins, click on add new, and then you're gonna want to type in Elementor slider, or sorry, not Elementor slider, Elementor product slider. And I do have a video on this as well, but I would just actually do this now. And then you're gonna want to do this one, the Woolenter. Add that one in, activate it, and then let's go ahead and just save this, and then let's refresh this here. Okay, let's scroll down, and let's go ahead and remove that. And then now let's just go ahead and add our product slider, which is gonna be this one right. You can actually use there's actually a few of these that you can use. You can use this one, I think, but see this one as well. And then we can go back and actually check it out and see how it looks. Yeah, and like I said, this one it looks like it's mainly just for the actual shop page. That's probably why it didn't work. So actually, I would use let me scroll down here. I would use this one. Where is it? It's product universal. Let's see here. It is. Here it is. It is a universal product layout. Add that in there. This one works perfectly and actually looks really nice with our website. So click update. And you know what? I'm going to actually do the same thing. I'm going to grab this one and do the same thing down here as well. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to refresh this. Now we can see we have our products, right? And they actually look really nice and they're mobile optimized. So they're all mobile optimized and then they're really nice. So, all right. And also, if you're wondering if if the product's actually gonna show up on the product page, it will. And now let me show you the variable product that we were working with. I believe it was this one. So as you can see, you can have sizes as well. Right now, it only has small because that's the one that I added the price for. But let me actually go back here. Because since I did have to since I did have to make it into a variable product again, because checking that out, it's gonna have to be here. I'm sure on yours you guys probably already did add it, so you should be fine. It looks like the prices are showing up there. It's just, it's probably the different colors. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, let's say you have small red, a red t-shirt. Whenever they click on red, the red t-shirt would pop up. Whenever they click on blue, it would swap to the blue t-shirt. And that's why it's good to add an individual image for every single variation. So, and yeah, so that's already all set up there. Now the other thing that we want to do is actually edit the home page, right? So if you're not too familiar with Elementor, you can stick around for this part. If you are, you can go ahead and skip the video. But it's basically just going through it. So let's say you want to go ahead and edit this image here, and you want to add a new one. You want to add your image. Well, you can just go ahead and click on this, or you can click on the square with the pencil, and then here to choose image. Click on that, and then add a new image, whether it's this one or this one or this one. Let's go ahead and actually add one that might go with it. Probably none of these actually, but I'm just gonna click on this one for now. And then just by clicking over here, you can edit the text. If you used any page builder, they're all very similar. So you could just go ahead and edit the text and type in, "This is my website," and then add a little description. You can either edit it through here, through the left panel, or you can edit it within this box here as well. So, and you can add anything as well. And same thing here, and same thing with this as well. You can click on this and add a different image. And if you wanted to resize this image as well, you can go ahead and over to your style. Just think of style as a part where you can really customize it pretty much. So you can make the image smaller. If you wanted to add a border to this, you can do that as well. Button, here's your button. If you did want to change your button as well, you can add a link to maybe the shop page here. The shop page should be set up, so you can just type in shop and click on that. You can add a different icon if you wanted to do that. And then if you wanted to stylize it, it's like I said, the style is just to customize it. So let's add a different background. Let's say my website's actually red, so I'm just gonna switch over to red, and then keep the text. The text would just be whatever the text is on here, and then I'll switch that to white. I go ahead and switch that back. And these are just like kind of badges that you want to have on your website, just to have your customers feeling like it's safe to shop on your website. It's just really just more authority. So yeah, so you can just click on that. If you wanted to change this icon, you can change it around as well. Maybe to this one, maybe to this one, to this one, which is also a truck as well. If you wanted to change this little icon, you can also edit the text within just clicking it and doing it all within the box, or you can do it within this panel over here. You can link these if you wanted to do that. Let's say you wanted to change this background here, right, to something else. You can just click on this light box up here. Head over to your style, just how you stylize it, and then you can just click on the background, however you would want to do that. Let me go back, and let's say you want to make this a little bit larger. Let's say you wanted to expand this. Go into your style, actually go into advanced, and on the padding, you're just gonna want to extend these from the top into the bottom. And if you're unfamiliar with padding or margins, basically padding is within the box and margin is outside the box. So let's say I wanna move this down a bit. I want to move this down without making this box bigger. I would just go into margin, and then from the top I would move it. I would add probably whatever number it may be, and it's just going to drag it down. And same thing with the bottom. If I wanted to drag this part down, this section right here down, as you can tell, start moving down, right? So just kind of something to keep in mind as well. And that's basically what the advanced has. And you can also do animations, entrance animations, responsive. Basically, if you want this section to only show on mobile, well, you can just hide it on desktop and tablet, and then only show on mobile. And then it's pretty self-explanatory with these. Same thing, just click on it and you can edit that. This is just another image. The reason why this image looks like this is because they added a negative to it, but you can easily just remove the negative and you'll see that it's right there. So if you wanted to just bring it down a little bit so it goes on top of this section here, you would just go -40 around there. And then same thing with these boxes, just click on them if you want to edit them. Same thing with these buttons, you can click on them. You're also able to copy styles, which is pretty cool. Let's say that you already designed your button and you don't want to go and have to stylize every single one again. Basically just right click it, click copy, and then go into right click this button and then paste a style on there, and you can just do it on all of these. Just paste a style and you see that. It's pretty cool. And then you can also edit these. You see how these you can't really edit the picture. It's because it's actually within this box here. This is just a spacer. See, the actual image is within this box. So you click on this box and then go into style, and then you'd go into background overlay, and then it's this image here. So, and they basically just added space on top of on like above it. You see how you can see it here, it's space above, so you can add that text. So that's just how they did that. Same box, pretty much same thing that I did above with the box. You can just edit the text by clicking edit the style. Same thing with this box. If you wanted to expand it, you can go ahead and do that. These are all very simple stuff. Same thing here. You can click on it. You can change the image. You can change the testimonial, who that may be. You can add the certain amount of stars that you want to do. You want to do 1 out of 10. You can go ahead and do that too. Let's say you wanted to edit this background picture. We'll just click on this gray box here, go into style, and there's a background picture. You can just click on that. If you wanted to upload something, you can just drag and drop here or select it, however you wanted to do that. If you're wondering how there's a shadow within this box, well, you would just click over here. And if you're kind of wondering how they did this as well, you know how usually this box would be the entire section. They basically just brought it down just by using this. So yeah. So if I were to just, change that up, you see how that changes? Yeah. You see how now it's full width? It's just by changing the margins. That's all it is. And if you did want to go back to your history, let's say you wanted to go back, you can easily just go back to your you can see this little history icon. It's like an arrow. It's like a clock, I think. It looks like a clock too. You can just go back to where you were at, where you were previously at. But I'm going to go back here. This is where I was at. So anyway, if you did want to add a little shadow to your section, you would just go into style, go into border, and then you can select solid. You can add you want it to be about like 1 pixel, right? And then yeah, this would be your border color. What if you want to make the border color orange? You can do that too. And then the shadow, this is the shadow actually. This is the box shadow of it. So if we did want to remove it, you just do this. You see, you completely remove it, and then add it a little bit, and then maybe add a lot of it. And then if you actually wanted to adjust the corners, make them more round, this is your border radius, and this is basically what does the trick. So as you can tell, I can go ahead and add this to a higher number, and it's very noticeable now. But usually you want something about 5. It looks very clean. And then you can switch out these logos just by clicking on them, and you'll notice how they have this cool little hover effect. And it actually is really cool. So what you would do, it would be in your CSS filters. This is all within your CSS filters. So, and they have it within the hover effect. So as you can tell, if I were to remove it, so from here they clearly grayed it out using the CSS filters. But if you remove it, it's going to go back to how it was, you see. And if you add it again, it's going to go gray. But if I were to just remove this here, it would stay as is, you know. So it's just using a filter. That's why it's able to do that, which is pretty cool. And then you would go ahead and save this, but I'm not going to save it since I already since those edits aren't really necessary. And then you would go ahead and look at your website. Like I said, I didn't save it, so it's going to go back to how it was. And then you have your product page as well, which that's already set up for you. And if you did want to customize that, there is a way to customize that. I'll have a video coming out probably pretty soon. And if you do want to customize your checkout page, I also have a video on that as well. So you can go ahead and check that out. And if you do want to also customize your header, make it more, have it look more like your website, I got a video on that as well. And if you head to your About Us, pretty simple stuff. Just go up here and click on Edit with Elementor, and then you can just go ahead and oops, it took me back. Sometimes this will happen since this is a preview from like this page here. Let me actually go back, and this probably might not happen to you, but if it does, just go back. So then you can go ahead and just edit everything pretty much the same way that I showed you how to edit the home page. It's the exact same way, guys. So yeah, I mean, you could just go ahead and click on this, change this image around, click on the text, add new text. You can go ahead and edit this text as well. Something I didn't mention was the font. If you did want to edit the font, you would go head over to your style, and then typography. You would click on this little pencil icon, and then you can adjust the text. You can make it smaller. You can make it more bold if you wanted to. Maybe a lot slimmer as well, just by doing this. It's probably not doing it to this one because this was not the right one. But if I were to choose this one, you notice there's a difference whenever I go from bold to a lower number as well. And yeah, and within font family, you can change the font that you want. There's plenty of fonts. You can transform it. Let's say you want to make these all uppercase. You can go ahead and make all of them all uppercase. Let's say you just want them capitalized, only capitalized. Well, that's how you do that. And there's other options here. You can kind of tinker around with this as well. Same thing here. You can really just edit the text however you would want to do that. This one, you're not able to do it. It looks like you can do it within here, but I would actually just I would just do it within this actual panel right here to edit the numbers. And these are just numbers that it shows whenever someone goes on the website. The numbers will move to whatever you selected. But you can easily just mess around with these and bring them up higher, and then just click here and edit the text. Slider, you would just click on the slider and then click on this, and you can go ahead and add your images through here. Just select them and you can go ahead and add them to your slider here. As you can tell, it's added right there. And then just click insert. You can really add it to text just by clicking on it. Same thing with that. Then these are a little bit different. Well, they're not that different. It's just a list basically. You can just expand these to edit them. And I believe you are able to, you can edit it within the box as well. But if you did want to edit it here, you can add a different icon through here as well. Same thing over here with this, and same deal with all of these. Just click on them and you can just edit them. If you wanted to add new things to it, you have all these options. You can add text. You can add an image. You can add a video and all that stuff. These are stuff that you can just tinker around and really figure out as well. You can also click on this box here. Let's say you wanted to make this, expand the section. You can also expand the width a bit as well. So probably gonna leave it. There we go. And then just save it. I'm gonna go ahead and actually remove that there and get out of here as well. And then you can just click edit with Elementor and edit all these boxes. Pretty similar, basically same thing that I showed you, that I've been showing you how to edit the website. If you're wondering how to add a contact form, I will have a video on that coming out soon as well. I actually do have a video on that, but it's kind of it's a multi-step form, but I'll have another video on just creating a regular form as well. And then this is just your default contact stuff. I'll have a video on how to really customize my account area as well pretty soon. And if you did want to edit your footer, I do have a video on that, on how to edit the footer. Basically, you would just click edit footer, and then actually I'll show you. Just click edit footer. And then you can just go ahead and click on these and really adjust it however you want. Make sure you always check everything on the mobile version as well. So you can click on responsive mode, go to tablet and mobile, and just make sure that it looks the same. And you can just really adjust those as well, however you would want to adjust those. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, if you want me to go more in depth on something else, just feel free to let me know, and I can help you guys out with that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.